Yo, it is the lunch hour here at Dynasty Pylon. It is the lunch hour. It is EDC weekend here in Vegas. People are starting to roll in, and you could tell the difference between the EDCers and the regular outgoers that just come and visit. It's pretty funny. But if you haven't gone to EDC, it's a very fun event. It's electronic Daisy Carnival. Basically, a bunch of artists come in here and all one weekend here in Vegas, and they just go to town. It's really fun. Like 8 stages, sometimes 10. But yeah, this weekend it's a bit crazy. Yeah, so I'll probably go for the Friday one. We weren't planning on going this year, so I don't know. I'm kind of saying that anyways, but we might end up going. I don't know. I doubt it. But the next year we're probably going to the May one. There's one this weekend and then one in May. We'll end up being there for that one. So, but we are here on your lunch hour, in your lunch hour, or if you're working and you should be working, or if you're at work and you should be working and you're just watching us, that's okay too. But we are going to talk about today's game. The Browns and the Broncos is going to be a very interesting game. Injuries all around. We don't know who's going to be the star of the game. I'm predicting Myles Garrett, but that's just because he seems like the more healthier one of the superstars that are in this game. So, but as IDP, I think he's going to have a game. So, yeah, so here we go. Chase Wellner, what's up, guys? Or says, what's up, fellas? Can you sit one, please? Terry, AJ, or Debo? Ooh, that is very interesting. So we have Debo against Indianapolis. Then we have AJ Brown against Kansas City, which I probably like that better than Debo's situation. And then you have Terry McLaurin, who is up against Green Bay. So
and questionable with a hamstring injury.
Yeah. So hey, what's up, Bot?
What's up?
So what do you say here? I kind of like AJ Brown here. It's against Kansas City's weak defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking I like AJ as well. Debo's going against the Colts. I think they have a fairly underrated. I think they're like ranked in the top 5 in fantasy.
The Colts,
as a,
yeah, I think
as a
like
as a total defense. So I mean, they're pretty good.
Yeah.
Whereas the Chiefs, on the other hand, are not.
Yeah. I would say AJ.
I love Scary Terry when he's healthy, though. I just don't know.
After last week's what we saw, though, after what we saw last week, Monday, which was like, well, we just saw Monday. Well, I don't know. Do you even remember what you saw Monday?
Yes.
But
the first half he had nothing, and then the second half he had like 8 receptions.
Yeah. So hopefully they continue to throw him the ball. But I'm definitely putting AJ Brown in there, and he's starting 2 of the 3. Ooh. So AJ Brown and Terry, right?
Well, I go. Yeah.
All right. So I'm not sure if I cut out or you cut out, but you said AJ Brown and who? Terry?
AJ Brown and Terry. Yeah, Terry.
Yeah. So all right. So if I cut out, I'll try and come back in. But I don't know. Yesterday's internet was a little weird. But hopefully I'm using the hotel internet here, so hopefully it doesn't cut out on me. But yeah, no, I definitely agree with you. So let's get into the weeks. So start with the Browns and the Broncos as I pull up the schedule. Who are you starting? Who are you sitting? Things like that real quick. Let's just kind of into it until we have some questions or sit whatever we have for now right now. So let me pull that up. But start with the Browns and the Broncos.
So on the Browns, I mean, defensive, I got Jock. I got Myles Garrett for sure. I think Myles Garrett's going to probably have the most fantasy points out of anybody in this game.
I think so. I think I see a couple of sacks here. Yeah, definitely. I think he's just going to bust through.
I'm not sure I'm starting anyone offensive side. I mean, I guess Dearness Johnson, maybe Demetric Felton, just because obviously the top 2 guys aren't there.
Yeah, and then everyone's hurt on running back or they're on bye week. So
they don't have receivers either. Oh no,
Yeah,
never mind. He's right. Jock's on IR. Don't start him. He's right. I just saw that on fantasy last night. I forgot.
So, dude, I think that we have Jock, he's on IR, but as of linebacker, I think Walker, it'd probably be okay to
Anthony Walker.
Yeah. Walker would be okay to sub in for him. But other than that, Myles Garrett. No IDP. I see that's as much as I see those two. And then offensively, kind of like what you said, David Njoku, I think is a probably solid start. Probably throw in if you're hitting at tight end. Definitely. I don't. Baker's obviously out, so he's not playing. So, yeah. And then Broncos. So Broncos, basically, Javonte Williams. Is Gordon still having his issues, or is he kind of in already? What's up?
Real quick. So I'm not sure. I was actually thinking about that.
Yeah. So either way, I'm still putting Williams in for sure.
It's
I
okay. Guess who practiced fully today and is set to start the game?
Gordon
Gibson.
Oh yeah, I saw that just before. Yeah,
I was like, why?
I don't know.
So I'm gonna start.
But here's the thing, though.
It's gonna not be good. Watch.
With Gibson.
Yeah.
Yeah, but do you really? Okay, but do you bench him though?
No, I can't. I have nobody on my bench.
Like you really can't bench Gibson. Like you just can't. So, not sure what I just got here, but anyways, Gordon seems to be okay.
He has no injury designation whatsoever.
Yeah, so he's good to go. But either way, of the two, I'd still put both of them in, regardless.
Yeah, no, I would start both of them too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Teddy's a questionable. You have any news on him?
Teddy, dude. He is ready to roll. They're gonna play him. I'm in a very, very interesting situation. I have. Here's the thing. I have Teddy Bridgewater going in, and I don't feel comfortable. I think he's going to get cracked by Myles Garrett, and he's going to be done for. I could put up a big old fat 0. Apparently, he was limping all week, and then as the week progressed, he was getting better. That was the news today. Yesterday's news, he was limping all week, and then today he was getting better and showing less signs of limping. So they kind of contradict each other, and I'm trying to figure out, okay, well, is that good or is that bad? Was he like? I don't know, but yeah. On that, you're putting Sutton in. Jerry Judy's still not back, but let's see what we got here. So
let's say like clockwork, OBGA goes out, so Landry comes in. Because those two are never on the field together. Yeah.
So any play for Landry coming off IR for the Browns. Yeah, dude, for sure. Yeah, I mean, he's has to. Yeah, for sure. He's going to have to. Like, they're going to roll him out. There's no question about it. Like, right now, both sides of the ball, like both Broncos and the Browns, have injuries like crazy right now. So they're out there banged up. It's like I said earlier, it's just there's injuries all around. So yeah,
Landry
he'll definitely get his reps in. He'll play. And then what's that, Braden? Braden, yeah. Basically what I just said. But he'll play. He'll play. There's no doubt about that. So all right, so yeah, it's scarce, man. It's gonna be a very interesting game. Some people don't even watch it, but I love football that much. I watch every game. I try to watch every snap. So I mean, it's going to be interesting. It's either a low-scoring game, probably more than likely because everyone's injured. And would you start him in the lineup?
Yes.
Would you?
I mean, in some of my leagues right now, I'll take him. I have so much injury/bye problems.
Okay, he says yes. I say no.
He's just they don't have anybody else. They have no other offensive weapons.
Okay, but I mean
that are like proven.
Specifically, Big Marv here in his lineup. Would he start him? I would.
It depends who else you have. But...
Well, yeah, but I mean, is he safe enough to put? I say no. He just came off of injury. See if you have anybody else. But I just don't think that the Broncos, even if healthy, I think the Broncos defense
He's going to put up
still
5
pretty.
touchdowns now.
What's up?
I said he's going to put up 5.
That's how fantasy works. You think you say something, and then they do totally opposite. It's like, fuck. Right. I don't feel comfortable with them in my lineup. I would look at who I would put in. Like a lot of these guys, they force themselves to play, and then they don't do very hot. So, but I think in this case today, you could put the percentage on the higher yes. I would definitely easily I would say no, but they're it depends on who else you have.
Yeah, it wasn't necessarily like a confident yes. I'm just saying, like, in some of my leagues, I'd be like, I might pick him up because I literally have nobody else to put in.
Yeah, I would look at who you have. I would like to see who you have, but I would say no. Just because he's going to be the only weapon there, or of the two, and they're going to be on him like white on rice, and they'll just cover him like crazy. So it'll be, and the Broncos defense is not a pushover. They're pretty good. So yeah. All right, so Jets in New England. I'm not putting anybody in the Jets. IDP wise, I'll put Quincy Williams, and that's pretty much who I pretty much would trust. That's about it. Quincy Williams. He is the dud on that stud, or on there. He's the stud on that dud. So if Baker was playing, I would start Jarvis. But since Keenum, even then, I still wouldn't. But I mean, you can have that argument. But again, depends on who you have. I mean, Braden's right on that part. So if Baker was playing, potentially,
Njoku and Hooper.
Yeah. They're all going to get, locked on. They're going to throw to his tight ends. If Baker was there, it would be more of the tight ends. It's exactly what Braden said. I right now just don't think that Landry would do anything this game. Maybe next week. Because how long is OBJ out for? Just like a week? Because it seems like he was kind of 50-50.
I think it was just because of the short week. He's not.
All right, so I'm not sure whose internet it is, but sometimes you cut out. So I don't know.
Well, you've been cutting out too, to be fair.
All right. Well, I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying. I don't know if it's mine or yours, but I didn't miss. Sometimes I didn't get that. But yeah, so yeah, I don't know. For that, I still wouldn't put Landry. That's just how I feel about it. But I mean, you could put him in and see how it goes. Put him in your actual position on wide receiver, not in your flex. Because if you put him in your flex, you're going to screw yourself for the rest of the week.
Oh yeah, so, never start a Thursday night guy.
Yeah, don't ever put a Thursday game on your flex ever. All right, so I say no, you say yes. All right, New York Jets, Quincy Williams at IDP for sure. I don't think I feel comfortable with anybody else there on offense of the Jets, so that's pretty easy. New England, maybe Mac Jones.
Maybe Jacoby Myers. I don't know. He's projected to get some points this week.
Yeah, it is the Jets. Jets don't really do much. How about the running backs from New England?
That's it. Damien Harris. I would start him.
Harris?
Yeah, I have him starting in one of my leagues because I literally have nobody else. But
okay, but wasn't he? Is he? Last week he put up some numbers too, right?
Yeah, and he has no injury designation, so
yeah, that's good. So he had a touchdown, 1 reception for 7, and a total of 100 yards. So he should be pretty good for the Jets. I mean, Jets can't really stop up any. What's up, Anthony? Thanks for coming in, dude. Catching a lunchtime show. Hell yeah. But yeah, so that game's pretty easy. A lot of star players are gonna. I wouldn't play it in from both sides. Even IDP wise from New England, I don't really see much. Maybe Josh Uche. That's pretty much about it.
Yeah.
So, but even then, that's like a deeper league, and a lot of people don't even probably have them. So.
Yeah.
I know in our league, nobody has Josh Uche, but he's still a relevant player. So if you're in like a 14-man dynasty league with the IDP, yeah, for sure, probably. All right, so Baltimore, Lamar Jackson, obviously.
Say all the usual suspects there.
Yeah, basically all usual guys. Brown. Now Bateman is the questionable
Andrew.
if they put him in. Bateman, I think I would put Bateman in.
Yeah,
Depending on who you also have, he could probably be like your wide receiver 3. Again, depending on who you have stronger guys. Bateman is worthy enough to be in lineups. I'd say this week, he had 6 targets last week and 4 receptions. So I think putting up like about 70 something yards, almost close to 80, something like that. Can't really remember off the top of my head. And
I think he was targeted like 6 times, had like 5 receptions.
Yeah, it was like 4. Yeah, 6 targets, 4 receptions.
Yeah,
that's what I said. So, but yeah, I don't trust any of the running backs there. They're waiting to.
They spread them out too much. It seems
they do. However,
they have 3 of them that they're using.
It's down to 2 now.
But Murray's questionable. So
no, I think he's out this week.
Is he? Oh, so he's out. So that
they ruled him out.
So it's Freeman you got Freeman, and Williams.
Yes. No. Freeman and someone else.
Isn't it Williams? No.
No. Williams was a healthy scratch last week. It was can't remember the other freaking guy. But I mean, either way, regardless of the fact that I still wouldn't even put him in. They switch out a lot of them. It's too much of a crapshoot over there. Like there's too many of them. So, like, are you going to be the one running back that you put in your lineup and then get an actual touchdown? I think not. So, and then IDP, Murphy's, Uwe. I would say bench Queen. I don't think Quinn's
benching Queen. Yeah, he hasn't been doing much. Yeah, no. He's been quiet this year.
Yes, I'd actually bench Queen. It sucks to say that, but Queen is actually not putting in that role where we thought he was going to be at. So, all right. So, and then the Bengals side.
Bengals. How crazy is it how they're very fantasy relevant? That's kind of blowing my mind a little bit.
Oh yeah, Mixon's doing what we thought. Yeah, Mixon's doing Mixon things.
Mixon was the only one I thought would be for sure like fantasy relevant, but I feel like they have 2 to 3 receivers that are putting up points every week. They got
Chasing,
who's actually putting up really good numbers. It's pretty sure. And then Logan Wilson on the defense side.
And then they're tied in
Musua.
Musua, yeah, that guy.
Yeah, and then he had that one really good game, but he's still putting up like not bad numbers each week.
He's okay. I feel like he's a definitely good option. I mean, you kind of like the tight end landscape sucks, so you kind of have to put him in if you have him. I'm pretty sure you spent some fab on him or picked him up on waivers, and you really can't just put him in or not put him in unless you have someone else. Like for those Goddard owners, good for you, man. Which we'll get into that later. So yeah,
they had to stick it out a while though. Especially if they have them in fantasy or dynasty.
No kidding. So, but then other than that, though, we have Joe. You're putting in Wilson. You're putting in Von Bell. You're putting in Henderson. You're putting in. This is the IDP side. So
I keep forgetting about Henderson.
Yeah,
he's good.
He was one of your favorites too coming into the season. You just dropped him out of the face of the earth. All right, so Carolina, if you have a IDPer from Carolina, I suggest you put him in.
For sure.
The thing is, so it's a high risk type IDP with those guys. Like there's too many cooks in that kitchen. So the fact is like you never know, but they still put up mad numbers. All right, so who do we got? So is Goddard the only tight end for Las Vegas? Yeah, for sure. Well, I mean, not specifically against Las Vegas is what we're saying, not for Las Vegas.
I think it's against because he's definitely not for Las Vegas.
Well, yeah, definitely doesn't play there, but I think this is what he meant. I mean,
Philly. Philly. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, he switched to Philly.
Yes,
he's the only one there now. Yep.
The only relevant one. I think they brought in someone from the practice squad, but again. Nothing out of a threat yet. if this guy does I'm gonna look up his name, but if he becomes this, if Goddard starts losing snaps to this practice squad guy, I'm looking up right now. Not Richard Rodgers.
So the guy that
Rodgers was relevant last year because
second or third.
Well, yeah, but that was because both Goddard and Ertz was gone. Tyree Jackson is what I'm talking about.
Well, I'm just saying, if he's coming off the practice squad, I gotta imagine he's coming in and he's third string.
Yeah, but as of now, Goddard, if you're Goddard, go for it, man, for sure. I'm putting him in.
But I gotta feel that they got rid of Ertz because they must have liked whoever the third string, not second string guy was.
Well, they've been talking about Ertz since last season. I think that last game he played for them was like a showcase for him. Like, this is how good he is. Here you are.
Oh, I know, yeah.
So
it's so weird it took so long too, because I heard rumblings that he was getting traded to the Cardinals like before preseason.
Okay, I'm like getting notifications, and they're about Teddy Bridgewater, and they're still about. I'm told Broncos Teddy Bridgewater is doing fine today, and is still on track. And this is what I'm getting: is still on track. Like, what's going to happen from here to the game? Is he going to trip and fall, and he's done for? I don't feel safe about this right now. So, anyways, Goddard over Andrews?
No.
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 I'm sorry.
No. Maybe in the beginning of the season, I would have said yes.
Yeah.
But then neither of them were doing anything. And now it's like Lamar Jackson's like, oh, yeah, I have an all-pro tight end I can throw to. I wouldn't go that far just yet.
Well, we'll get into that. We're going to talk about Philly here in a little bit. But it's just Jalen Hurts is very hard to predict. So let's get these Carolina and New York Giants. I feel like you're putting everyone. If you have a Panther, you put him in, right? IDP or offense. Robbie Anderson's also relevant too.
I feel like, especially IDP.
Wide receiver 3, definitely. Any Panther. They're all doing pretty good. The Giants aren't going to stop them. I don't think so. As for Giants, Kadarius Toney is not playing this week. Kind of sucks. He's questionable, but he's listed as doubtful. So usually when they're doubtful, they're not going to play.
Doubtfuls are not good.
Yeah, Galladay. Is Shepard coming back this week? That I did not hear.
That's a good question. Getting a lot of questions with Shepard did it, so I'm assuming something must have happened.
I think Shepard is probably back this week. I think. Let me see. Shepard. Oop, no, that's Dante Pettis. My bad. Wrong guy. But he's still on the Giants, though. No, I think Shepard is playing this week.
But even if he is, I'm still, I don't know. I'll start some of the defensive guys for the Giants, but I don't know. Their offense looks terrible.
I mean, it's against Carolina. So if you have better options. So if you have better options.
Is on the top or the top tier, I think.
Yeah. If you have better options, go for it. Daniel Jones, like I said, all these guys I don't think you're going to put in.
No.
So Tennessee and Kansas City.
All the offensive people.
Yeah. All of offensive New York Giants.
On both sides.
Unless you're really hurting at running back. Booker is probably the only one.
I thought we were talking about Tennessee and Chiefs. What happened?
Oh, well, you mentioned all the offense. Sorry.
Yeah, because you said Kansas City and Tennessee.
Okay.
So I said you
triggered right away. Sides. All right. So all the offense on both sides.
Yes.
But with that said, though, IDP can be relevant here.
No, it can, especially like linebackers and the defensive backs.
Except for Kansas City. Maybe Bolton.
I guess with Henry, yeah, because they're going to run with Henry.
Maybe Nick Bolton. That's about it, though. Tyrann Mathieu. Juan Thornhill. Maybe him. Juan Thornhill and Tyrann Mathieu is probably my go-to IDP years there. They're in Kansas City, so that one's pretty easy. And then let's see, Tennessee. Who's the guy? Their defensive lineman / linebacker. Tennessee. Harlan, right?
The Harlan?
I can't remember his name. I can't.
I know they have Dupree.
He hasn't done anything either.
Yeah, he has. I know he hasn't done anything.
He hasn't done jack. I wouldn't put him in. No. But as for IDP, definitely they're worth a look at, but not so much. I think that Mahomes will probably just torch him on the defensive side, where I think on the opposite side, where Tennessee doesn't have that torching ability to Kansas City, but that one's going to be an interesting game, actually. Because if the Tennessee Titans beat the Bills barely, do you think that they have a chance against Kansas City? And weren't we just joking about this, that the Bills beat Kansas City, but the Tennessee beat the Bills, so therefore Tennessee's better than the Kansas City Chiefs?
Yes.
That should be another interesting game. I'm actually now a lot more interested in seeing what happens there.
It'll be even weirder if Kansas City beats Tennessee, because then you have that triangle where you're like, well, this team beat this team, but they lost to this team, which beat that.
Yeah, basically.
And you're like, who's the better team?
Okay, yeah. So here's what I was saying. Harold Landry. That's who I was thinking about. Both linebacker DL eligibility. But yeah, so definitely put him in. All right, so here we go. Miami and Atlanta. Who are you putting in? Do you feel safe with the Tua and his receivers?
I'd probably put Waddle in. Maybe Waddle and Gasecki. He seems to like those guys.
I said Baker. No. I was thinking about Jerome Baker.
He's a ghost.
Okay. What about Gasecki?
He's no. It's the reason why I got rid of him in like 2 leagues. I said Gasecki.
You got rid of Gasecki?
I got rid of Parker. I said I'm starting Gasecki though. I think he's locked on to Gasecki and Waddle right now.
Yeah,
they're both been balling out, so I like them.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you there. Myles Gaskin.
Yes, I would start Myles Gaskin.
Okay,
for sure.
He's still on my iffy side for me. So Jerome Baker, you're putting in IDP from the Miami Dolphins. That's pretty much it. The only relevant guy. Xavier Howard isn't going to do anything. He's too good. They're not going to throw his way. At least Matt Ryan. I think Matt Ryan actually has a good game this week.
I think so.
Pitts, obviously Ridley
for me. I need it.
Ridley, Pitts. I think they're going to do pretty good this week. And then Patterson, obviously, because he just decided to come play this year. How long has he been in the NFL? 8-10 years?
Something like that, yeah. He's been in for a while.
It took him that long to finally do what we wanted him to do all those years.
Well, I think a team's finally utilizing him, though.
Mm-hmm.
Because when he was in Minnesota, they were like, oh, we kind of like you, but we're just going to have you return kicks.
Yeah.
I don't think he ever really got a shot to be like a receiver.
I think the Bears did a little bit. They gave him a little bit.
I think the Bears did a little bit.
Uh-huh.
And they're the ones who moved him to running back. And then I think the Falcons got him, and they're like, we're going to use this guy.
Yeah. Yeah. So Patterson, obviously, basically those guys. Defense, Deion Jones, maybe Michael Walker, depending on how deep your league is. And who's that kid that they just drafted the first round? Grant. Richard Grant is getting a little bit more snaps. Still not. I wouldn't trust him in my lineup, but Richard Grant at a safety, I think maybe potentially be something to look at. His snaps went up in the last couple games, but not enough for me. He's like in that Bateman era. He's a DB number 3, where Bateman's that rookie come in as a wide receiver 3. You want to put it in, you can hit or miss, but we don't know which game he's going to break out on yet. So, all right, so let's move on to Washington and Green Bay. All right.
Start all the offensive guys for Green Bay.
Okay, yes. Washington's defense is not doing anything right now. I am so sorry, Mark. What sucks because we really thought that we were going to do super good this season too, but no.
Yeah.
So, all right. So Washington for sure. We got Heineke. I like going in with him. Gibson, you kind of have to play him. You have to play him. You drafted him high. They're saying he's playing.
Yeah.
So now I have to go back into my. What's up?
He had full practice today. I
have to go back into my lineups and put him in. I feel very uncomfortable putting him.
That's not the best feeling.
It's not, but
it's not the worst feeling either. Not the worst feeling either, because there's that potential he gets 3 touchdowns and 200 yards.
I don't think
I'm not holding my breath.
Here's what I think will happen with Gibson. I don't think he'll get yards at all. I think he'll get those goal line carries. He's the bigger back of the 3.
Yeah.
So I think he's going to be the goal line guy. Here's 5 yards. Get it in there. And I think that's exactly at the end of the day is what you want. I don't feel comfortable putting him in, and I have to. So what's up,
Tank? You're late.
Do you play any Browns?
We already went over them.
Rewind the episode. All right, so we're putting in David Njoku, Austin Hooper. David Njoku over Austin Hooper for sure. Demetric Felton or Johnson.
Myles Garrett for the defense.
Well, yeah, IDP size, yeah. Myles Garrett for
Anthony
sure.
Wilson. No, not Anthony Wilson. Anthony Walker.
Yeah. Which is
such
a cool name, by the way. Anthony Walker. It's like a Star Wars character, like could be like kind of like not a Skywalker, but kind of similar to it, you know what I mean? All right, so those are I'm not putting a lot of Browns in. Landry, if you need to, but I like Mark says yes. I disagree and put no. So pick your poison.
I had a yes with like a caveat though. I said only if you're like literally down to nobody else. At least you can put a wide receiver 1 in there.
I just don't like
an asterisk or like a be careful because he's got Case Keenum throwing him the ball.
And that's exactly my point. Case Keenum. I think that the tight ends are going to have a phenomenal day. I don't think Keenum's going to be able to get Landry. They're going to be.
What I do like though is they do. I don't know if you've been watching the Browns, but I feel like at least once to 3 times a game they have these weird. Oh, I'm going to run the ball with the receiver play.
Yeah.
And before Landry got hurt, that would it. So
yeah. But those are the only Browns I'm playing. It's going to be a very interesting game today.
Yeah, very interesting for sure.
So, but do I put I'm more on the Teddy Bridgewater like radar right now. Well, here's the thing: if they didn't trust the guy that was going to play, then they would probably like, all right, we're throwing in Luck this week, and this week only. Bridgewater come back next week, right? But
yeah.
So, all right. So Green Bay, Jalen Smith, Campbell. That's it, right? IDP wise, because we said everyone on Green Bay. Well, Adams, Dillon, Jones, Rogers. So
just Adams, or are you going Tanyan? Tanyan, I'll go Tanyan.
I don't know. I mean, if you're starting Tanyan, you had to get him. If you're starting Tanyan, you probably drafted him early, thinking he was going to put up tight end number 3 numbers again, and all the tight ends are gone because you waited too long to pick him up
this week.
What's up?
I said, or you just were able to pick him up this week.
Or look, it is Washington.
And there were no other tight ends.
It is Washington, and Washington has not done what we expected of them at all. So they've
struggled against tight ends.
Yes, this could be Tanyan's week.
So that's why I picked him up.
Yes, no, I agree with you. Damn it. I don't like it, but yes. Tanyan could be dude. So they remember last year Sleeper had him receiver as tight end. Tight end. It's just tight end now. So Sleeper does that to you. I burnt a whole waiver pick on Jamal Agnew, thinking I was gonna have a cheat code, put him at DB.
Yeah.
And then literally the day they switched to wide receiver. Like, damn it.
I don't know. I was like, oh, this guy's like really scooping stuff out. I was like, I didn't even know that existed.
Yeah, I was going to put him at DB. And then Sleeper screwed me over. And I'm like, God damn it. All right. So, Detroit, you're putting in Swift. Amon-Ra St. Brown could be a wide receiver 3, but I don't think he'll put up very nice fancy numbers. Is he going to catch here and there? Yes. But I don't like that Ramsey's kind of going to be all over him. Fuller's going to be all over him. Taylor Rapp's going to be all over him. Not to mention, I think Kaiser is coming out of the linebacker spot to take over the injury spots. So he's a pretty good linebacker.
Wow, he's pretty good. I like him.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens with them. But I think that out of Detroit, TJ Hawkinson, he might have a good game. So yeah, it's pretty much. I don't think I would put.
Yeah, Hawkinson and Swift. That's about all I got.
Yeah, so Goff
For
I
Detroit,
guess if you really have to put Goff.
It's so crazy. Our league is so deep that Goff is on a team.
Oh, I would love to have Goff this week on my team. Our league is so deep right now. Goff. All right, so here's another guy. The guy who's playing Geno Smith would love to have Goff today too. So this league is crazy. Our quarterbacks are scarce right now. So but in a regular league, I don't think Goff is probably in anybody's lineups right now, unless you're in a super deep league like ours. So so IDP, Bobby Okereke, I would put. That's pretty much it. Yeah. And then Rams, who you got here?
Well, I mean, on offense, we gotta go Matthew Stafford, Henderson, Kupp, Woods. We doing Higbee this week. He's been kind of. I know you like that he's in there for every play.
That's what I like about him, though.
I mean, it's got to pay off eventually, I think.
I mean, it's like, all right, 1 week he does crap, 1 week he does decent, and then 1 week he scores some touchdown with some yards. Look, he's not the best tight end, and I know that, but he's not the worst either. He's like,
no, I agree,
in the middle. And for the tight ends, I feel like in the middle isn't too bad.
No, because if you have like the top 3 or 4 guys, there's such a fall off through 6 points wise.
Yeah, but here's the thing: like, say Tyler Higbee scores, but
there's
2
like
touchdowns
half as much of a fall off from like 6 to 10 as there is to like 20 to 11.
Right, because if Tyler Higbee scores 2 touchdowns this week, he automatically jumps up to like tight end number 2.
Exactly.
So I'm okay with Tyler Higbee, and I think people don't look at it that way. And I think people are like, oh, he's not putting up solid. Tight ends fluctuate so quickly. The position sucks. There's leagues out there that they don't even want to deal with tight end. The tight ends aren't even in the game. Which, I mean, for me, I like the difficulty of having every position there, and it kind of gives you a little bit more to think about. But there are leagues out there that just don't even have tight ends.
I mean, it's bad. In one league, it's a redraft league. I dropped Kittle. I was like, I needed players who were playing, and even when he was playing, he wasn't doing good. So I was like, it was rough, and I wasn't going to get any trade value for him because he's on IR.
Yeah, nobody wants him. Yeah, he's been on IR. Sorry.
Nobody's going to want it. Yeah, that's what it is. That's what I said.
So Latavius Murphy is yet to practice this week. Status for 7 remains questionable, but right now he's trending in the wrong direction. There you go. That is official. So as we said, I don't think Latavius Murphy is going to play. So to earlier question, or we were talking about. All right. So Higbee. I said I'm putting him in. I'm putting him in. There's nobody else that I'd rather put in than him. Like, unless you have one of the top guys. Dawson Knox obviously is gone for a couple of weeks for what we.
He's doubtful for his bye week. That's never.
I don't think. What are these going to be out there with the club? No, you can't.
I just think it's funny when
offense.
I just think it's funny when they have an injury designation for their bye week.
Yeah.
Oh, he's doubtful for his bye week.
Doubtful. Yeah, can't make it to the couch.
So has he emerged that top ranked tight end? I think he has.
Knox?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I keep kicking myself in the butt for that. I saw this coming in, but I was really high on Higbee this season, and I think I should have gotten Knox, and I just let him slip through my fingers.
I think it's crazy that Knox wasn't even drafted in probably 80% of leagues.
Yeah. More than likely.
And now he's probably like
definitely
99% owned.
And now he's on IR for
And now
everyone. So,
is he on IR? I don't think he's on IR
they'll
yet.
probably designate him IR out this week, more than likely. I don't have him anywhere, but I'm pretty sure they're going to give him that eligibility to put him there. I'll look at it, Knox. I'll look at Knox right now, though. But all right, so he's doubtful, is what it is.
But he's also on bye, so it doesn't matter this week.
Yeah, but so I mean, what did they say? He was going to get surgery?
Did they?
Underwent successful surgery Tuesday to repair his fractured hand and is expected to miss a few weeks. Boom, there it is.
Well, there you go.
Like I said, out for a few weeks.
Just put him on IR now then. Why are they playing games?
Well, I don't know.
Cool. I had Knox and Kittle in one league. Go me.
There you go.
Double IR trouble.
Tyler Higbee might be there.
And then I have another league where I have Knox and Kelsey, and he's questionable with a neck injury.
Oh, those neck injuries.
But I
don't know why the NFL like, oh, he has a neck injury, but he might play. It's your freaking neck, guy.
No, he's trending in the right direction, though. He's probably going to play.
I don't understand how people are doubting these neck injuries.
I feel like you're mandatory to take 2 to 3 weeks off.
Yeah, look, as a future physical therapist, okay, I can say this, that your neck is attached to your vertebrae, which your vertebrae runs down your spinal cord, attached to your back, all those muscle fibers that are attached to the spine, goes up the neck and to the skull on your brain. Look, it's not safe to go out there and risk your neck potentially getting tackled by a 250-pound plus guy, okay? It's not safe. But yet, he might play this week. He's doubtful or he's questioned. No, just
look at Carson. He was like questionable, up IR.
It's his neck. I don't get
it's the neck, man. You can't take chances with certain injuries, I think. Or heads for that matter. Look at the Giants with Daniel Jones.
Yeah. Look, dude.
Whatever. I look at that situation and I go, do you think Mike Glennon could have done any worse? Because I don't think so. He threw 3 interceptions and lost 2 fumbles. Dude had 5 turnovers.
I'm just saying, I'm no official doctor yet or anything, but I'm just saying, like, from what I've done studies, like, out of, all my biology classes, and we're doing through all the anatomy and all that, just that's not safe. But, hey, whatever. I'm not an official team doctor, so whatever. You could skip my word over it. All right, so let's get through this. All right.
Not an official team doctor yet.
That would be really cool. Honestly, look, we're getting off sidetrack here, but if I were to officially get my license in physical therapy, I would love to go back to an active duty base and just love making fun of the soldiers that go through my office and just see what kind of injuries they would have. What happened this time? Because the injuries in the military are anywhere from stubbing your toe to getting shrapnel in you or being stupid and getting hit by a Humvee. I've seen that. I don't know what these soldiers do, but it happens. Accidents happen.
That's hilarious.
All right. So Philly and Las Vegas. What do we have? Let's start with Las Vegas. Since I'm here in Las Vegas.
That's true. You going to the game? No, I'm kidding.
No.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
I'll be back home by Sunday. I'll be gone.
Yeah. I think you got Derek Carr, Darren Waller,
Ruggs.
I just picked up Ruggs in one of mine, so yes. He's questionable though. It's so annoying.
Are you comfortably starting any of those receivers though, like Hunter Renfrow and all that?
I was actually trying to choose between Renfrow and Ruggs.
Okay, I've been saying this, and people are still doubting the Philadelphia Eagles defense, and I'm having issues here with my cord. I don't know what's going on, but look, I've been saying this for a couple weeks now. Philadelphia's defense is a lot better than what people say they are. Hence why when you put a guy against them, they don't produce very well. But everyone still looks at the Eagles as this big joke.
I didn't say they were a joke.
I'm not saying you. I'm saying people. As the public opinion, people still think that.
Well, I just think their offense is so bad at times.
Yeah. Fantasy-wise, it's bad. Unless you're Jalen Hurts, he's good.
But I think it
But when
bleeds
you're
into
watching
the
game,
defense.
what?
I think it's so bad at times that it bleeds. Like if you look at that Dallas Cowboys game, like when they're giving because the offense is so bad, Dallas has such a short field and they score a touchdown.
Yeah.
Like that shouldn't go against the defense. That should be on the offense for being
Right. So
that bad.
I just don't think that it's like I've been watching Jalen Smith, and on the field he looks terrible, but when you look at the fantasy numbers, he's doing really good.
I know it's
kind of
weird. It's
crazy to
doing
say.
so good, and Rager's getting no points in games.
Well, Rager's not even. I think Rager's safe to drop everywhere. I don't even think Dynasty he's relevant. I think he's benched for the season. Again, depending on how deep your Dynasty is, but
it's
yeah,
sad because he's a first-round pick, man.
He was. I was really high on him last year, and then he got hurt, and I couldn't afford to have him on my bench, so I had to drop him. Then he did like 2-3 games of awesomeness, and then that was it. And this year, nothing. So, all right. So we're kind of bouncing all over the place between Eagles and Vegas, but let's finish off with the Vegas defense with Perriman and Crosby for sure.
Denzel Perryman, Crosby.
Yeah. So, who's there? That kid, Morwig.
Yeah, he's been doing really good too. I like him a lot.
Yeah. So
that's the guy I wanted to draft for Washington.
Well, hey, shit happens. But so Philadelphia. So obviously you're putting Jalen Hurts in. He keeps being in the top 10 somehow, some way. Even though when you watch him, it's really bad.
Putting Miles Sanders in, it's going to be the week.
I think so. I hope so.
Me too.
Because
I saw you're playing him too.
Damn, like where are you, man? Like what are they doing? Like it's not even Miles Sanders' fault. They're just not using him. Like you have an elite. Like I watch Miles Sanders. He has have this agility that a lot of players don't have. He has it. What are they reserving it for? I don't understand why the Philadelphia Eagles year after year can't figure it out. There's always some key factor that ruins the whole aspect of the team. And I don't trust the Eagles anymore, but yet here we still draft Eagles players. It's hard. It's really hard.
Yeah. And it's crazy because you would have thought going into the season, if Miles Sanders was getting his workload reduced, it'd be because Gainwell was either.
Gainwell did something, and then he didn't do anything. He just disappeared. Same.
Yeah.
Which shows you they're not using him.
They've almost just gave up running the ball, I think.
I don't know. Maybe Jalen Hurts can run by himself, and that's why they don't do it anymore. I don't know.
Going the Lamar Jackson
I think here's I was going with that. I think what they need to do is start taking notes on Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson, and because their running backs are still used.
Yeah.
Granted, Baltimore's running backs, they use all of them and a couple of fans. But the fact is, like, you it's crazy, but they still use them. Even Moss and Singletary are still being used, but Lamar and Josh Allen still get rushing upside. So I think that's what they need to do. And Cardinals too. We're talking about next. So Alex Singleton, you're playing linebacker Philadelphia. He seems to be the only linebacker who's doing pretty good there. Yeah. As far as Philadelphia IDP goes, that's about it. Yep. I'm sorry. Hargrave.
Hargrave. Yeah, that is our guy.
I like Hargrave. He does wondrous numbers. Fletcher Cox is not the guy. If you have Fletcher Cox in your lineup, you got the wrong Eagle. Sorry.
I think because of Fletcher Cox, that's why he's able to do what he does, to be honest.
I think it's the other way around. I think because of Hargrave, Fletcher Cox does what he does. Well, I'm still upset that Hargrave did not get that fumble recovery in the end zone. I'm sorry. That was weeks ago. I was watching that game. I thought it should have been Hargrave who forced the fumble and picked up his own fumble. But Cox got all the spotlight. I'm like, dude, come on. All right, so Houston and Cardinals, you're playing everybody in the Cardinals, both offense and defense.
Cooks.
And Houston Cooks. I don't think Davis Mills is going to pull off what he did two weeks ago. That was very interesting to see that he put like almost 30 points. Davis Mills, like it was 2 weeks ago. I don't even remember who it was, but I just remember they were putting up 2 points. Oh, look, more Teddy Bridgewater news. This is not healthy for me right now.
Well, you got to keep up on it, man.
I do. Like,
as soon as that game starts, you're locked in.
No, and here's you know what's gonna happen. I might end up just dropping him and just roll out with Fields. I don't know. All right, so looking like he will be good to go week 7, Thursday night matchup again. Okay. Different beat writers tell me different things, but or similar things with different words. All right, so
Houston, we got Cooks. That's it. Nobody
and
else.
Defense, I would put Christian Kirksey in. Christian Kirksey. Yeah. And everyone they have some key guys there, but I just not ready to roll them out.
Oh, we didn't talk about this, but what do you think of Merciless going from Houston to Green Bay? Linebacker.
Well, good for him. He actually has a better record now.
He was unemployed for like less than 5 hours, I think it was.
Yeah, so look, I think that's great for him because now he went from a losing team to a better team. So, yeah,
it scares my Jalen Smith pickup a little.
You'll be fine. Jalen,
okay.
But then it kind of makes you wonder: was Jalen Smith actually pretty good in Dallas, and that's why he was over there? Now they saw him, and now you know what? Let's bring in Merciless. Yeah,
right.
Now I see.
Well, unless I think Merciless play middle linebacker though.
Yeah.
So I think,
but he is still relevant. He can still go. They can move him over.
No, I know, but Jalen Smith is more of that like outside linebacker rusher. So I think they're playing 2 different roles.
Probably.
So now that
I will have to watch and see what they use him. Yeah. Is he even eligible to play this week though?
Merciless or Jalen?
Merciless.
I think so. I wouldn't see why not. It's not like the Thursday night game happened and not like the Earth situation.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see what happens. He probably will play a little bit, kind of like what Sherman did. Was there for like 2 days and played like that same week. So, all right. So Chicago.
Oof.
Well, Herbert
defensive guys.
Herbert will put up numbers. He might escape with a touchdown and 50 yards. As for Fields,
over under, how many times does he get sacked?
Is that where we're at right now? 3. 3 sacks for Justin Fields that he will get sacked 3 times.
I'm gonna say 4.
1 from JPP. Oh, maybe this is the week where White actually does something. How about that? Maybe. White might actually do something. God, being terrible over there. I don't know what he's doing.
I'm just saying, Vita Vea, Sue,
Joe Tryon,
Shaq Barrett, Jason Pierre-Paul, David White, or Dave. I just combined them. Levante David. Is it David White?
David White, Levante David, yes.
That's what confused me. I said David, and I was thinking the other one.
Look, man, I think Justin Fields is going to get murdered again.
Thanks, listening.
My heart, don't say it. Well, I know TB's going to kill that offense. But, I don't understand. This team, you can't be this bad.
I'm just saying, if the Browns can do it, I don't see why the Tampa Bay can't.
I mean, you beat Detroit. Good for you.
Yeah, that was Detroit.
Surprisingly, they're still 3-3 though.
Detroit's still winless.
So, being 3-3, man, those were the Andy Dalton days, dude. Do we put Andy Dalton back in? I don't know. I don't even know what to do over there. I don't know.
I mean, I might be putting Andy Dalton in just so Justin Fields doesn't get killed.
Doesn't get beat up and save him.
But
you might as well.
You're going to sit this game, Fields.
Look, man, you got banged up, kid. Let me take some of this beating. I'll step in. You relax this week while I take the punishment, and then we'll roll you out next week. I don't know. All right, so Herbert, you're putting in. They used a little bit more of Cole Kmet this week, a little bit more, which I'm happy to see because that's what we've been kind of waiting for. He's probably on nobody's lineups. If he is, he's on a dynasty lineup as a backup somewhere. But other than that, though, I don't think you'll put him in at all. Fields, you're just hoping that at some point he does something, right?
Yeah.
So let's see. Oh, we got one. What's it say here? Darrell Williams out of Kansas City, right? So full PPR running back start sit. Darrell Williams.
PPR.
Oh, go ahead.
Full PPR start sit. Darrell Williams, Chuba Hubbard, Dearness Johnson. My flex is taken by Mike Evans.
I like how you say Chuba still. After
I corrected it. I said Chuba.
It should be just already in your brain by now.
I know. Chuba Hubbard. Chuba.
Just say Chuba like 10 times.
Hubbard. I'm just gonna say Hubbard.
There you go. Dearness Johnson. I like him tonight. But be careful. I have a feeling Demetric Felton's gonna be the guy. I don't know. I just have this feeling that Demetric Felton's gonna get more work than Dearness Johnson. I don't know why. It's possible.
Are we picking two of these guys?
Full PPR, running back start sit. It doesn't really say.
Yeah.
Or this could just be his lineup and he's showing off. I don't know.
Could be.
But
I like Chuba a lot.
I like Chuba. Definitely Chuba Hubbard. Because there's no really word on Christian McCaffrey yet. They think he's out for another couple more weeks.
And is Darrell Williams still hurt? He's Bears, right?
Darrell Williams? No, KC.
Oh, there's so many Williams.
You're thinking of Damien.
So many Williams. And they used to be on the same team. Even crazier.
Yes, I know. I need two, he says.
They need two. Yeah.
So, and Dearness Johnson's my flex.
Well, he was hurt for the Chiefs too, though, wasn't he?
Wait, what? Damien? He was hurt. No, Damien opted out. Is that what you're saying? Or Darrell?
No, I'm saying Darrell Williams was hurt too, though, recently.
Recently, yeah, but I think he's back.
Is he back? Okay.
Yeah. Which I think he came in just in time as CH was walking into the emergency room, Darrell Williams clapped his hand. Hey, all right, it's my turn. I think that's exactly what happened. So,
all right. I think I'm gonna go with Williams.
Because he put up some numbers against you guys. Yeah. So you should know that number 31.
Yeah, I'll go with Darrell Williams and Chuba. Oh yeah, he had 2 rushing touchdowns.
Yes. Yeah. So
yeah, I'm gonna go.
You should have remembered that. You should have had nightmares about it.
Go with Williams and Chuba. Yeah.
So Chuba against New York Giants.
Bears guys. So yeah, I like Chuba against New York.
And his flex is Mike Williams.
And I like Darrell Williams. I
think, yeah, I agree. Dearness Johnson could be relevant today, but I do like that you still picked him up because that way your opponent doesn't have him.
Oh, that is a good pickup. But like you were just saying you think Felton, you had that feeling Felton's going to get the majority.
I don't know. Sometimes I hit, dude, and it's weird.
I'll field this one.
But, yeah.
Pitts.
Definitely Williams and Jubal. So here we go. Hold on. See, did you skip? I have another one. Pitts or Goddard.
Yeah. I was saying Pitts.
You're gonna say Pitts against Miami or Goddard against Las Vegas?
Well, Dan Arnold had himself a game.
I would say Pitts
against Miami last week. So
yeah, I would say Pitts. Just put Pitts in. All right. So what's this say? Brad Montgomery. My friend needs a tight end. I have Fant and Schultz. Should I trade one and Woods for Hopkins? So he needs a tight end. So he has Fant or Schultz. All right. So I like Schultz over than Fant.
If you can trade Fant and Woods and get Hopkins, I say go for it.
Yeah. I like Schultz over Fant right now.
I would definitely keep Schultz, though.
Dak seemed to, however, I think this is going to be a trade for after this week, correct? Because Schultz on a bye.
Yeah, I was going to say, you might want to keep him this week.
Or unless he's willing to do the trade now, but then you'd have to pick up some scrub off the waiver wire. Look, you keep Schultz. If you have to make the trade for Hopkins this week, and it has to be this week, try and pick some up off waiver wire. Or unless this is a future pick for next week. I'm assuming it's for this week because
would have to. Most leagues have 2-day period before the trade goes through.
God, I hate that 2-day, man. Look, our touchdown league has that 2-day one. I hate it, dude.
Yeah.
Because by that point, you don't even get the player on that week you traded for him unless you make a trade on Tuesday or Wednesday. I hate it so much. It should be 1 day. It should be 1 day, not 2 days, because that's almost 3 to 4 days right there. No, it sucks.
Or if you have a league where you have to approve it, if everyone approves it, just make it instant.
So he's worried that Schultz is going to regress with Gallup back.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. Cedric Wilson was taking the Gallup spot. Cedric Wilson was getting targets and he was getting touchdowns still, but yet Schultz was still the main guy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it'll happen. I think you should be fine. I like that you're thinking ahead. That's good. But out of the two, I think Fant and Schultz, I would keep Schultz. Dak is a very good QB in my opinion. I think he observes every target he has, and he'll hit Schultz in the end zone 100%. I think for sure. But yeah, go for it. See how that trade works for you. Come back, let us know if it works out for you, because that's definitely where we're here for. And
thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Oh yeah, for sure, dude. This is what we hear. We're here a couple times a week. Just come hang out with us, talk football, talk crap. I don't care. Bot does it all the time. So, but yeah.
Yeah, you always ask this question of the day. We look forward to it.
Yeah, for sure. So we are hitting that hour mark, so we got to burn through these real quick.
I was just thinking that.
I think everyone just is now wake up over here, so I can probably start my partying day. So, and I still need to do my hair. All right, so
no, not your hair.
It's all. I just woke up, did this, and kind of threw it on. So, all right. So
we only got 2 games left. So,
Tampa Bay, we're putting everyone in, right? So, all right. So,
we said all the defensive line and linebackers. Maybe Antoine Winfield Jr. as well. Wouldn't hurt.
Is he back? Is he playing? If he's playing, put him in. I don't know. Football gurus. I don't know about that yet, dude. Thanks. We are right a lot of the times, but I don't know about all that. So I wouldn't dub that yet. All right. So let's see. Indianapolis and San Francisco. Indianapolis. Pittman. He's relevant. He's definitely good. Wide receiver 3. I would put him in as your wide receiver 3. If you're hurting at receiver, I know this is the bye week killer. Week 7, I am probably more than likely going to lose in one of my more important leagues due to this week. But Pittman, eligible, put him in. Let's see. T.Y. Hilton, I know he's been working out a little bit more. He should be good to go. Why the hell not? And do you put in Wentz, Mark? I'm going to let this one go for you. Did you put in Wentz? Because obviously we're putting Taylor in for sure. That's not even a question.
For sure.
You said you would.
Yeah, I would put Wentz in. Yeah, Wentz is proven to me the last couple of weeks. He has yet to have a game under 20, and I can't say that for some of my other quarterbacks that I have. I was all going for it, and then I realized the Panthers were playing the Giants, so I was like, well, I got to put Darnold in this week. But going forward, I actually plan on Wentz being my number one guy.
Yeah. So
and then who's number 1 for the Colts? Because that guy took off in that Monday night game.
Number
against
one.
the Ravens. That's his number, his jersey. He's a receiver. I can't remember his name.
Number one?
Yeah, he caught
You're not talking.
He caught a deep touchdown. It's not Pittman.
No, Pittman's 11. And
It's
Hilton
not
is 13. Pascal's 14. Mike Strahan is 17. Ashton Dolan is 16. Can't be Mo Ali Cox. That's 81. I don't know, dude.
No, it's not Mo. But he had Campbell. That's it. Campbell. Thank you, Braden.
There it is.
Campbell. That dude had a game.
Really? I know. All right, so I was gone this week, so I didn't get to catch all the games, but I did kind of look at the stats.
Well, this was like 2 weeks ago.
Oh.
I didn't see the Colts game this past week.
Oh. All right. Well, Paris Campbell?
Yes, Paris Campbell. That's his name.
All right, so start 2. Jacobs, Chuba, or Cooks? I like...
Oh, he's on IR. Don't play him.
Who? What?
Campbell's on IR. Don't play him.
Oh, well, yeah.
Oh, there you go. I tried.
Tried
to be cool. Throw some random guys out there.
Yeah, so basically, thank you, Braden. Basically, you just answered that question.
Yes,
so,
he said he's on IR, so I'm assuming he's out.
Yeah, so Chuba Hubbard for sure. Now you're left with either Cooks against Arizona or Jacobs against the Philadelphia, right? Yeah.
Is that?
I would put Chuba and Jacobs. Start
is that
2.
Brandon
Cooks? You're talking about Jared Cooks or Dalvin Cooks? Well, I don't think it's Dalvin because I don't think that's a question anybody would ask. And aren't the Vikings on bye?
Yeah, they're all bye.
So, all right, Mark,
shut up.
So, Chuba Hubbard and Jacobs is who you're putting in. Brandon Cooks might not do anything against the Arizona defense. They're really good.
I got Chuba for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I'm tired. The next one's tough. I like Jacobs, but I don't know if I like him necessarily against that Philly line. I'll go Jacobs. I'm gonna go Chuba and Jacobs.
Because Cooks against, I feel like they're both against good defenses right now.
Oh, look at that. Brandon Watson. Damn, IR. That's our injury guy. He knows everything.
Yeah, Braden comes in and does his thing.
Yes, Brandon Cooks because I'm an idiot.
I told you, man. Why would it be any of the other Cooks? Like, why would Jared Cooks be in that?
I got that now. Okay,
this is why I told you to shut up, because it's Chuba Hubbard and Josh Jacobs.
I thought it was Delvin Cook, but he has to buy.
No, why would that even be?
I said I'm an idiot. Just let it go. Who are you picking? I got Jacobs and Chuba. Who you got?
I said Chuba and Jacobs right off the bat.
Oh, okay. So we agree.
Yeah.
There you go, Hayes.
Jesus,
there you go, Ryan.
All right, let's move on to San Francisco, right?
The last.
we
got
the show on the road. San Francisco. I actually feel okay with Brandon Ayuk. They said they want to work him out more in the lineup. They are not like, oh crap, what is going on here? Can you still hear me at least?
Yeah, I got your sound.
All right, cool. My camera decided to cut out on me for some reason, but I was.
Who's quarterback? Who's quarterback?
I don't know, man.
I was just thinking that. You're like Brandon Ayuk, and I was like, wait, who's throwing the ball? I was like, you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm just reading on why my camera's not working for some reason.
Well, you just got quiet. I thought maybe you were just gone.
I'm reading. It says the camera is being used by unknown program.
Okay, that's cool.
Do you want to allow the camera to be used? If so, choose the disallow the camera use button. Security level switch to high. Camera's off. So I don't know what to do. I'm just gonna hit.
Well, Based on this information, I'm going to say Jimmy Garoppolo's playing.
Jesus, bro. I don't know. All right. Well, I'm finishing off the show like this because this is obviously weird. I don't know what's going
I
on.
like it. It's fine. You want me to turn my camera off too?
No, please don't. At least give the viewers something to look at.
Tank says at least it's a cool pick.
Well, yeah. I don't know what's going on. My camera just decided to shut off. But
so Trey Lance hasn't practiced at all this week, and Jimmy G's been in limited practice.
That's awesome. So let's have.
I don't know who their third string guy is.
I don't know. It's probably more than likely going to be Jimmy G.
I think it's going to be Jimmy G.
But so obviously
Jimmy G. I like both Brandon Ayuk and
Debo.
Debo, yeah, for sure. Still not high on any of their running backs.
No, because they don't know how to make their minds up for anything. This camera thing's pissing me off. I'm sorry. I'm not home, so if you're watching and you came in late, I'm currently not home. My camera decided to go out on me. I don't know why, but I'm finishing off the stream here with my little avatar here that I took this picture a long time ago. So, but there's Braden. There it is, man. God. I don't know what. See, Braden always looks at these
Nate Sutterfield is third string. Lance
stats.
Yeah, I know, right? Lance is expected to be out. So we got Jimmy G, so I'm liking the receivers. You got Fred Warner, defensive side. Who else? Anybody? Oh, Bosa.
Bosa, yeah. That's pretty much it on IDP.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did we mention IDP on Colts?
No, we didn't. I was gonna say Darius Leonard, Buckner.
Yeah. Who's their
Rhodes,
DB out of there?
Oh no, Rhodes is. Oh no, that was or the Vikings. He's on IR.
Yeah,
never mind. Yeah, Rhodes. I go Rhodes.
Yeah. Man. The IDP world is just as hard as offense right now. A lot of linebackers.
Sometimes it's a little harder. I think
they're just not. The safeties aren't producing this. It's not even injuries. It's just you're not producing. The safeties are just gone. All right, so let's end it with the Monday nights, Saints versus Seahawks. All right, so Seahawks, we have no Russell. We're rolling out with Geno Smith. Yes, and DK Metcalf was a little bit banged up, but he should be good to go, I think, this week. But then Tyler Lockett has kind of been disappearing lately.
Yeah, but I mean, that could have something to do with Geno.
Yeah, no, I think this was just slightly before the Russell injury. So, but Metcalf, obviously rolling out. Now, what are you doing on running back situation? If you were as the Alex Smith owner, would you be okay with Travis Homer, DJ Dallas, or do you trust Penny?
Well, I don't think I'm gonna trust Penny. I thought both Homer and DJ Dallas actually didn't look bad against the Steelers. I mean, obviously Collins was the number one guy, but if I had to choose between them, I think Homer could actually have a good game because I don't think Collins is going to play. I know he's questionable with a hip and a glute, but I think Homer is a one to pick here.
I think so too.
He looked really good against the Steelers.
Yeah, I think I agree with you there. But I don't know if Rashad. They're saying Rashad Penny's good to go. I just don't think it's.
Well, I think he'll get hit once and then get carted off.
He'll be done.
That's literally what's probably going to happen.
Yeah. Let's see. All right. And then as for the Saints.
I think you got to do Winston, Kamara, obviously.
Right.
I put Callaway in. I would put Callaway. I picked him up in the league. I think Callaway's going to do good this week.
Mm-hmm.
What other receiver? I don't even know any other receivers right now for the Saints.
None that are fantasy.
Yeah, I was going to say I don't even think any of them are fantasy. Thomas hasn't played a game, has he?
No, but
that guy got that huge contract and has played like 2 games.
He should be in soon, though, from what I know of. Yeah. So, yeah.
But then defense, what do we got? Is Marshawn Lattimore playing? Or is he hurt? I think he's hurt.
Marshawn Lattimore.
Pretty sure he's hurt.
there. Oh, well, look at that. I'm back.
Hey, he's back, ladies and gentlemen.
Cameraman pissing me off. I don't know what's going on. No, I'm this hotel might screw up with something. I don't know what it is.
I don't know.
That was
But
really
I like
awkward.
Cameron Hayward. I think he's a good pickup for DL.
Uh-huh.
Seahawks offensive line not good.
Yeah.
Anybody
You're
else
not
we
going to
got?
bring up Adam Troutman. He's not even a thing.
That one random guy that Sleeper says is going to get like 12 points, and I'm like, I don't even know who the heck you are.
Oh, Zahn.
Yeah,
Which is funny.
Like
the individual in our league picked him up, started him that week, and realized after he started him, was like, oh, this guy's fake, and threw him back out on the waiver wire. I thought that was pretty funny. Yeah. So other than that, though, it's kind of slim pickings here with both sides, due to injuries and production. So, but I think out of this game, who do you think is going to win? I think Seattle.
You think Seattle's going to win?
I don't know. I think they're going to pull it off somehow.
No, I think the Saints win.
It's just a bold prediction. I don't think it's going to happen. Maybe.
You know what I thought the hardest game to pick for the winner was this week? Out of all these games, which I was going to see if you could guess.
At this week?
Yeah, for all these games we just went over, the hardest game to pick.
Philly and Las Vegas.
Nope. For me, it was the Falcons and Miami game.
Really?
Yeah, because I'm like, I don't know which Miami team is going to show up. I don't know which Falcons team is going to show up.
Right, yeah.
I felt like all the other ones, I could at least have some sort of like, okay, I'm going to go with this because of this. And then,
and both of them have arguably good sides of the ball to actually produce on both sides. So yeah, that is a pretty difficult.
So that was the hardest one.
For some reason, we were just talking about this earlier, and I just forgot for some reason when I'm looking at this lineup between Seattle and New Orleans, I just forgot that Russell Wilson wasn't playing. Yeah, so I changed my vote. I'm going New Orleans.
Yeah, you said Seattle. I was like, with Geno?
Yeah.
I mean, he didn't look terrible. Oh, Marvin.
Yeah, but he's not the guy who's gonna. He's not their savior right now. Like,
did you watch the show yet from last Sunday?
The last like
morning spike.
Show. No.
Oh, Marvin had a spike bet that Geno was going to go 250 with 2 touchdowns. Yeah, he didn't win that one. Everyone else was like, no.
How many spike bets were those?
I don't know, but he was a spike bet.
God, dude,
yeah,
Marvin, what are you doing, man? No. Look, so last week I didn't get to watch an ounce of football. I came back Monday. I ended up doing homework. Left this week back, and I got here Tuesday. So I haven't really been home in over a week. No, just under a week. So tomorrow would be a week. So yeah. But anyways, so that is pretty much it, man.
Yeah.
So we cover everything every
Exactly.
I think Marvin just wanted to drink. I think so, man.
All of us were like, what?
I think he wanted everyone else. I don't know. Maybe. Give himself an excuse to drink something in the morning. Yeah, that is a good potential, but he does like to bet a lot. So that I do like about him. So definitely get people thinking. All right. So anyways, let's actually look for the outro this time. Unlike last night, I couldn't
broadcast.
Yeah. So anyways, so that's Thursday. Good luck. If you're a Teddy Bridgewater, let's hope he can actually throw from the yes, there's Derrick Henry right there. Let's hope that Teddy Bridgewater actually does production this week. Yeah, he's on a lot of people's favorite list this year. Other than that, though, this is the morning. What do we got here? So, sorry. Oh, you're just throwing in all of it. I wasn't going to do any of that right now.
Oh, we didn't do any of it, so I was just throwing
No, we did not. But it's all in the description below if you're still watching for some reason.
There you go.
Mark's just playing with everything right now. So, anyways, so hold on. We got one more. Damien Harris or Darrell Williams or Damien Harris or Josh Jacobs for full PPR. So he has
Yeah.
2 Damiens, 2 Williams, and a
That's
Josh
a lot
Jacobs.
of Damien's and Daryl's.
Yeah. So Damien Harris, you have from New England.
Oh, I feel like he did this just to confuse me because he has both of them. Daryl and Damien.
So you have Damien Harris, who I like against the Jets. Daryl Williams, who's going against Tennessee, I also like. Damian Williams, who's on Chicago, who has to go against Tampa Bay, but also potentially split with Herbert. I don't like that. And then Josh Jacobs against Philadelphia, who we've both agreed on that they are kind of that sneaky defense that no one's really kind of paying attention to. So I think we're going with Damien Harris and Daryl Williams, right?
Yes, I believe that is what I'm going to go with.
Yeah, I think it's the best options here. They're going against weak defenses. Alejandro Noriega, what's up, dude? Colts or Carolina defense?
Carolina,
dude. That's
rise
easy.
up.
Why? Because even if Daniel Jones is fully healthy and able to play, which I think he is,
so averages like 5 turnovers a game, I think.
Yeah, that. I think he's just throwing to freaking Galladay. I think Shepard's back this week. Kadarius Toney's gone. Ingram's not even a thing.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Colts were the pickup last week when they were playing the Texans. They balled out.
Yeah, but it is a good question though. Are you going to put Colts against the Niners with a half QB?
Well, I guess that's true. If their third string quarterback starts, I would probably go Colts.
It's more than likely Jimmy G. Look, pay attention. See if who's starting for the 49ers. If we get notifications that Jimmy G and Trey Lance is not playing, I go Colts because he's not going to be able to get it to Debo or Brandon Ayuk.
And I don't think they're going to be able to run on that Colts defense either.
No.
They got a good run.
They won't. That is a very good question. So as of now, we'll go Carolina. But if we get notifications saying that the 49ers QBs aren't going to play, like the Trey Lance or Jimmy G, and they're putting in some scrub, you change it to Colts. But as of now, Carolina. That's who I'd go with. All right. And Joshua Cooney, we got to start 2 of these guys. James Conner, Dearness Johnson, or Damian Williams.
Ouch.
So I don't think we like Damian Williams. We just said that Damian Williams is facing who was it again?
Tampa Bay.
Yeah. So that's a pretty good defense right there.
I like James Conner. He's been running the ball really well.
It's crazy to say.
I know, right?
The guy, look, I'm expecting this guy to get hurt here soon. I'm not trying to put it out this week, Josh, but I'm just saying. From his past seasons, that shoulder of his, I don't know. Maybe he's putting some extra padding underneath those bets.
I don't really like Dearness against the freaking Broncos.
All right, so you're going like James Conner for sure.
The Browns' offensive line more than I like the Bears' offensive line.
Yeah. Here's the thing. All right, so James Conner is obviously the number 1 choice. The argument's going to be Dearness Johnson or Damian Williams. So, would you have your running back go against Tampa Bay, or would you have your running back go against the Bucks?
That's the same team.
Or the my bad. The Broncos. My bad.
I'm gonna go with Dearness Johnson.
I think so too.
Tampa Bay's problem is stopping the pass. They've been dominant against stopping the run.
Yeah, it's. I think you just keep it James Conner, Dearness Johnson. I don't think Damian Williams might. Yeah, and then Herbert's going to take over some of those snaps as well, where Dearness Johnson is also going to split time with Felton, but it could go either way with both of those. And then Corey Davis or Robbie Anderson. Robbie Anderson.
Yeah, Robbie Anderson. That's who I just picked up. So I'm going Robbie.
Yeah, so.
They're flooding it now.
Oh, yeah. This is what happened last week.
I know.
We're ready to go out, and they all just...
Robert Woods or Cortland Sutton? Robert Woods. because I don't know the status. I mean, you're more up to date on the Bridgewater status than me, but
I don't know.
I'm gonna
I
go
want
Robert
Teddy to
Woods.
be healthy today because if he's good to go, he's gonna be fine. But Woods has Detroit. I'm gonna say even with the healthy Teddy, I would still choose Woods because they're against that Detroit DBs. So yeah. So all right, so Josh for his last one, he says, "I know it sounds tragic, but I got Keenan and Jefferson on a bye, Saquon and Kareem Hunt. So it's yeah, that sucks, man. But at least James Conner is actually your better option there. So yeah, all right. Well, hopefully it works out for you. Hopefully you do good. I mean, I know this is the one of the hardest weeks that we're gonna have to deal with, according to. With bye weeks at least for now, but I'm in that boat. I might actually lose. I might go 0 for 3 or 0 for 4 on some of my leagues. But
I feel I'm on those buys. I have a league where I have CD and Keenan Allen both on buy.
Well, at least on Dynasty, you don't have both your main QBs gone.
I guess that's true. Just my main one.
Yeah.
Whole year.
Oh, and then look at this. And look, on top of this, he has AJ Green and Ruggs on his other league.
Oh,
so, yeah, dude, it sucks. Look, after week 7, a lot of us should do a lot better. I'm expected to do a lot better after week 7.
No, he said AJ Green or Ruggs. That was a question.
Oh, AJ Green.
You're going AJ.
What?
You're going AJ, huh?
Yeah, it's against Houston.
Guess you're going against Houston.
It's against Houston. Why not? All right. So, anyways, all right. That is it. Yet again, our lunch hour goes another hour and a half. I don't know why, but it happens.
An hour and
Thursday. We might as well just dub it Thursday shows, an hour and a half, lunch hour shows, because typically we're about to close out and then they all come in. Maybe we should just push it back. I don't know. Should we just do that? Go from 12 to 1?
Maybe.
I don't know. Maybe that's the case because look, they're rolling in. So, anyways, but so. All right, so what is this?
He just said it's a D-Hop revenge game, though. Still, AJ. I would say yes because he's been throwing the ball around.
Yeah, but it's Houston. So, anyways, yeah. So, yeah.
So, but all right.
Sure. Sorry, lost my track. So, anyways, are we doing Saturday? I don't think we are. I don't know if we'll be back by then, but we'll do a little thing. But if anything, we'll be here Sunday morning at 9:30, or probably actually sooner than that, 8 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, which is 10 o'clock their time, so Eastern time. So we'll be back Sunday doing start sit question with all of the Nerd Huddle. We all come back. Check out the other channels. They all come with us, and we all sit here on Sundays. It's about 5 to 6 of us at a time, usually 4 at a minimum of 3, sometimes 2. But that is the show. This is Dynasty Pylon. My name is Martin. This is Mark. And we have another question, but I'll answer it as we close out, as I type it out. So that is it. Anything else you got to say?
Nope, I'm good.
Unless you're going to answer that last one.
Well, it just says yo.
Who's it? I didn't see it.
Oh, now there is one. Regular PPR fantasy trade, Nick Chubb, Sterling Shepard for A.J. Brown, Miles Sanders, and Devontae Williams.
The fact that it's Javonte Williams, it's regular PPR fantasy trade. Is this Dynasty? Yeah. But I think it's regular.
Chubb,
He said
Sterling
regular
Shepard.
PPR.
Yeah, regular PPR.
Regular league PPR fantasy trade.
So Nick Chubb and Sterling Shepard for A.J. Brown, Miles Sanders, and
For
Devontae
A.J. Brown,
Williams.
Miles Sanders, Javonte. Yes.
Non-dynasty.
Do it either way. Because you have A.J.
Yes.
Brown, Miles Sanders, and Javonte Williams, who Javonte Williams I'm still expecting to have a halfway mark to still break out. Nick Chubb and Sterling Shepard. Sterling Shepard's, I don't think it's going to be anything after Kadarius Toney comes back from his injury. All right. That is it. I need to eat lunch. And
All right.
go part of the rest of the afternoon. So, all right. Thanks for watching. Good morning, good evening, good night, wherever the hell you're at. This is Dynasty Pylon Show. See you Sunday morning.
Getting hype when I aim up. elevating that game up, stepping up to the competition. Only first place, and that's how I'm living. I'm winning till they digging up my grave, eating all the things up on my plate. Game face when I step up into place. I was born and when I watched me elevate.